Hey guys, Jumping Robot here and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're doing the top 5 best Call of Duty Zombies games of all time. Let's get into it. Now, in the number 5 spot we have Black Ops 1. Now the reason that this is in number 5 rather than higher up is because the movement system and the knifing system isn't really that good, and that is something that's quite a big part of Zombies. And also one thing that is pretty good about it is that there is no microtransactions, so that's pretty good. There's pretty strong maps, pretty strong characters, but nothing really jumps out as being too special. It's all kind of just a generic sort of game. There's nothing that's like insanely good or insanely bad about it. It's just kind of fairly decent, so that's why it's in the number 5 spot. Now, in the number 4 spot, we have Cold War. Now, the reason that this is in number 4 spot, one of the main reasons anyway, is because we only have one map so far, so it's a little bit difficult to judge it. But the one map that we do have, I really enjoy. I really like the machine. The game overall has a really good movement system. It also has Dead Ops Arcade 3, which is pretty nice, and also the sort of progression system, everything about it is pretty decent. However, we haven't got the other maps, so that is why it is a bit lower down on the list. Now, in the number 3 spot, you probably expected to see this one at number 1, but you don't. So it is Black Ops 3. Now, for me, Black Ops 3 contains the best map of all time, Zetsubo-no-Shima. However, its other maps are a little bit, I mean, they're good, but they're nothing amazing. It's got like one good map. Yeah, the movement system's pretty good. It also is plagued with a horrible microtransaction systems where the more money you put into it, the easier it is, because you got stuff like percolics and stuff that makes it insanely overpowered, which I don't really enjoy, because I think the game should be put on a fair playing field for everyone, just so that people with money to spend can just skyrocket to the high round. But it also does contain Zombie Chronicles, which does put it pretty high up there because it has some really good maps in that. However, overall it's just a little bit and it's played with microtransactions, which really brings it down for me. Now, in the number 2 spot, we have Infinite Warfare. Now, I've already made a video on why Infinite Warfare is better than Black Ops 3, but I'll go over some of the points. It has a very good movement system. It does, however, have microtransactions, which is something that I do not like. However, they're not as extremely overpowered as the ones in Black Ops 3. Like, yeah, they're pretty powerful, but nothing, like, it doesn't just like give you all the perks on the map or let you buy all the doors for free. There's nothing like that, so they're a little bit more toned down, so they're not as overpowered. Yeah, they are still pretty powerful. However, there are some things that still outshine them and make this a lot better than Black Ops 3, because it has Director's Cut, which makes the game very replayable because you can play it in almost 2 different modes, so it's almost as though there's twice the amount of maps. You also have the guest characters, so you can play as people like Kevin Smith, David Hasselhoff, Willard Wyler, or as I like to call him, Pee Wee Herman, because it's the same guy that voice acts him. However, it isn't the best just because of those microtransactions, which do pull it down a little bit lower, and also the Beast from Beyond, which I'm not too fan of. But overall, a very strong game, and it's very replayable, which I really enjoy. It's got the best boss fights in any game and guest characters, which you get to play as the motherfucking Hoff. So what more can you ask for? Now, in the number 1 spot, we have the best COD Zombies game of all time, and that is Black Ops 2. Now, yeah, Transit isn't that good, but everything else contained inside Black Ops 2 is fucking amazing. All the sort of split off segments like Farm, Town, Bus Depot, all that stuff, they're all really good to play. They're nice survival maps, not too complicated like the other maps. And then you've got Die Rise, which is a very different. We've never really seen anything like it before. Personally, I quite enjoy Die Rise, so I like the verticality of it all. Good wonder weapon, free perky strikes, you know, really nice. And then we have one of the best maps of all time, Mob of the Dead, which is just amazing. It's got a really good cast, really good storyline, just really good everything in general. Then we've got Buried, again the last Victus map, and this is definitely the best Victus map because it takes everything that they've done bad in other maps and makes them good, because Die Rise, the characters were a little bit lackluster in that, but everything in Buried, all the character development and stuff, is amazing. It's really good map, new wonder weapons, and also introduced the Ray Gun Mark II. Origins got the 4 staffs, just a really good map. It's good, and it also introduces our new characters, the premise versions of them anyway, which starts off an entirely new story. So really good story, really good everything. Just the gameplay system, really good. Again, the bank does plague the Victus maps. However, one thing that's really nice, no microtransactions, so everyone's on a fair playing field. So yeah, the bank is on some maps, but it's not on all of them, so you can just play the ones without it or just not use the bank. I mean, you could argue that for the gobblegums you just cannot use them. However, the thing with the bank is it doesn't just give you free perks and it doesn't give you extra perk slots. It gives you money so you can buy stuff, but there's still the hard limits set in place that gobblegums do break. So that is why Black Ops 2 is the best Call of Duty Zombies game. Now, if you did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, comment down below what your favourite Call of Duty Zombies games are. Thank you for watching. This has been Jumping Robot. Goodbye.